I mean, you know when you hate something, or at least I do. I know when I have had like completely enough of it, and 3 months did it for me, for sure.
So you got mad bold.
Yeah,
Like
left.
rolled.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
mean, it was tough. There, I did that for about, let's see, I started Youngblood in 2015, did it for about 4 years, and it was like highs and lows, you know? Because you get clients and you're super pumped on it, and then sometimes they turn into like nightmare clients
Right.
where you're like, oof, I don't know if I can do this for very long. And then, sometimes you have great clients, but then the project just is kind of over when it's over. Like a span of like 1 to 6 months is pretty normal. And when you're first starting, you got to have lower rates, at least in my experience, to be able to sustain like steady work. So you don't really have the recognition that you need yet. So worked like that for like 4 years. I got to year like I think it was like 4.5, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta stop." Like I can barely pay my bills. Like I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then I asked my mom.
Were
I
you
was
over
like,
it, or was it just the pressure
no,
to?
I loved it. I was just like, if I can't pay my bills, like I gotta get my shit together. Like I
Right.
can't not pay my bills. So I asked my mom to invest like $1,000 in me just so I could like redo my whole website because I had a mentor named Saxon in New York, and he was like, look, I promise, just keep pushing. And I was like, well, I gotta do something because it's not working right now. Like I gotta change something. And he's like, well, redo your website so like you put on a better face to the clients. So I did that. And then literally 5 months later, shit changed totally for me. And it was like the best feeling ever. It was exactly at year 5. And I just got this massive client, posted the work after like 3 months of working on it. And from there, it just took off, which is where I'm at now,
Gotcha.
which is
Okay.
the best feeling ever.
Gotcha. So you said 2015. So this year or last year?
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
you were
So let's
almost at
see.
the line where you're like, fuck
Exactly.
this.
For sure. No, I think it was last year. It's so hard to like keep track of time now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when that happened, it was like 5 years ago, but it was only like a year ago. It's hard to keep things in perspective with so much going on. But yeah, let's see.
But it's working now though.
Oh yeah. It's going well. I've never made so much money before. Like I don't know what to do with it. I'm buying furniture and shit. Yeah. It's going super well. So, and we've also kind of expanded what we do. So we used to do like branding packages at first, and then kind of work that into print material, and then website design and development, and like a social media setup package. But now we do product design and development too, which is like anything you can think of. So like this lighter or this beautiful camera right here. We basically design what the shape encasing the object is, and then we also do the outer packaging for that as well. And there is a lot of money in that. And I that's not why I even like it though. I like being able to take something that is not in existence, create it in like a 3D environment, which is what I do in Cinema 4D, and then have it become like this awesome physical product.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like the whole 9 yards, we're able to do material selection, the shapes of everything, finishes, design labels, and that to me is like, I
One man
love
show.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. It's awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Do you
so
do you kind of just stumble into that, or like was it something
yeah.
you looked for?
Let's see, how did it happen? I had this client, Sade, which is Sabrina. She's amazing. She's out in New York, and her and Jade, her partner, came to me and they're like, we want to do this new line of serum that's like a day and a night time for like this badass girl on the go, but we have nothing. So, like, can you brand us and can you do like the industrial design? And we were like, for sure.
Gotcha. So it's straight. They're straight. They just have the product, what goes in the tube
Right,
situation,
right.
and then
And
okay,
nothing else.
nothing.
But
Okay.
I mean, that
Ideas,
is
but not the.
right, but that is the most important part is the idea.
Right.
Like the client's idea is the most, we wouldn't be here if we didn't have that. So, yeah, they come with a great idea and then we just help facilitate something cool around that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You said we. So how many people are you working with? Is it
Yeah.
what's
So quite a
how's the
few
breakdown?
awesome people. So I've got,
I'll move the mic just a bit.
yeah, no, I'll come in. So we've got, I say we because it is like a ton of people. I sit at like the top of things and I hire people out for the right positions, but it's kind of like I do design and I kind of do a little bit of everything, but I have a developer in Colorado who writes like all the code. He's so awesome. I've worked with him for about 5 years. And then I have a copywriter whose name is Nikki and she's in LA. And then I have Brent here he does so much shit. He does industrial design for sure. His background is in design and build. So basically he has a familiarity working in like all of these different skill sets, which makes him so valuable. Like from putting on like art curated event shows to like making a custom bottle, he always is the one in the background, like pulling all the strings, being like, this is, because I come to him with like these insane ideas and then he's like, okay, here's how we actually do this. You know what I mean? You've always got to have that one person to like rein it in for the person who's like want to do all these things.
Yeah. It's like a producer type thing.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, and that skill set is so valuable. Like I've learned a ton from him. And then I have a photographer named Ashley out in New York, and then I have Brent also does photography, and then I work with Andy and Sanitas as well. He's awesome too. And yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the job. Like if the people that I'm working with currently are like booked out, or if I just find someone who's better suited for the project, then I'll head in that avenue and just like look people up and talk to them and see who's the best fit. Yeah, because every project is so different. So it kind of calls for special creatives for every job, you know? Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a firm of mad, like, set people.
Oh, no.
Payroll situation.
No.
Freelancing on a,
It's beautiful though because I'm able to pay these people really well, so they're able to do whatever they want in their extra time, whether it's taking on more work or if they're just, you know, wanting to hang and just work on this stuff. I've finally gotten to a point where I can support these people that are so great at what they do comfortably, and that's a first for me, so love that. Love that for sure.
it does sound sick.
It is. It's really nice.
Like a good way to live.
I mean, you're going to bang your head against a wall for a really long time when you start, but if you're just persistent and you know, or you have someone there to be like, you've got this, like just keep going, then you're going to be good.
Is that for you?
Brent, for sure. He was like, just like hold out a little bit longer. And obviously, like I have my best friend Amy, and she was always like, you got this too. But Brent was like always in the thick of it there with me, like helping me, yeah, write proposals, talk to the clients, because all that shit was new for me. And I mean, some creatives are blessed with being both like very articulate, well-spoken, and personable, and being super creative, but that was never me. Like, I was always super creative, but when it came to, like, talking to a client, I was like, oh, my God, what do I say? And you learn that, you know?
That's where I am already, like now. I've just started.
Yeah,
May,
for sure.
and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want, first of all, I don't know if I want clients at all
Right.
in that.
Yeah, for sure.
I like this video stuff.
Yeah.
I like
Have
a
you
lot.
worked with people and, like, a client since yet? I feel like, well,
That's the next move, because there's cowbell in it.
right.
I want to eat off of it, like what I do.
I feel like if you just keep doing this, you will get there, you know, because people will find your podcast and they'll be like, okay, let's throw some ads on this or whatever. And then the bigger you get, the more people will come to you and be like, yeah, I like this, like do this for me. And then you're like, okay. I mean, that's today's age though. And that's what I love about it. Like you can really, if you really do your thing long enough, you'll get there.
Yeah.
But you just have to keep doing it because it's never like one and done. And for those people, like, good luck to you for the rest of your life, but that's not how you get really good at what you do. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Look a little salty right now.
No, not at all. I mean, I wish that was me. I wish I had one and done, but I had to work so fucking hard to get where I am.
What's some of those big hurdles?
Man, I
along
mean,
the way?
clients for sure. Like every once in a while, biting the bullet and just taking some work that's going to be really tough and string you along for a while.
Like something on like strategy kind of, or like something outside your scope.
Outside comfort zone, really. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you love what you do, you can always find a way to make something interesting. But it's more like if it's uncomfortable, you got to work really hard to be good at it, you know? Like I don't do subpar work. I don't and that sounds kind of weird, but like what the clients pay me for and the things that I offer, like you can't do it halfway. You've got to like fully invest creatively and like figure out the right solution. Otherwise the job isn't done. You know what I mean?